Top of the morning, my world. Man, I couldn't be much happier to welcome you guys to this amazing new video from the heart of Tbilisi in Georgia. This is my first day and I got to learn and enjoy so much today. I got this amazing free tour that explains more about this gorgeous old town, and I couldn't be more happier than to share it with you guys. Keep watching till the end for a surprise fact. Kish, my world. We started off the tour at the Freedom Square, where we got to know why this square is actually called the Freedom Square and who the warrior mounted on the long statue is. He is St. George of Georgia, and this amazing tour guide couldn't have explained it any better.
Here's the statue of the St. George. St. George is a patron saint of Georgia as well as for many other countries. He's like a main saint over here. That's why we got the name of Georgi or George is very popular in this country. If you don't know the name of the person, that should be Georgi. You can easily guess 90% it will be Georgi. So this is a unique statue only because we got here in the country only one statue for the saint person, because the main religion over here is an Orthodox Christianity, and according to this traditions we never make statues like Greece, Ukraine, once again we do not have this tradition to make statues for the saint people. So there is just one statue for the saint person in the entire country, which is carrying a double meaning. So the St. George was fighting with a dragon, so which was symbolizing an evil, right? So definitely on that square we've been fighting for something better. So it definitely carries a double meaning, not just a religious, but also about the fight for the better against the evil.
As you probably noticed, Tbilisi has a lot of dogs walking around by themselves in the city. This is because they're taken care of by the community. And one thing I loved is that they are vaccinated, tagged on the ear so that they are not harmful, and people can actually easily identify the vaccinated ones. We also got to learn about the wine in Georgia. Did you know that Georgia is the first country in the world to discover wine? Yes, about 8,000 years ago is when wine was discovered right here in Georgia, in this really small and beautiful country.
So, well, regarding wine, well, we produce the wine using the modern technologies, which is similar to other countries as well. It's not the same thing, but we also produce the wine in old traditional way, and that's something really very special. We started producing wine in this country 8,000 years ago. That's a new archeological discovery that was made in 2016 in a small village called Imiri by the international group of archaeologists that have discovered all the necessary evidences, and they said that okay, this is the country that created all the problems to the rest of the world.
The next stop in this tour is a must-do. We visited the very famous clock tower in Georgia that was built by multiple artists. You wouldn't really know what it is just by walking by there, but that is why Kish My World is here for you. Here is why this tower is so popular and famous.
Story of this place. So behind me is the puppet theater, the marionette theater. If you love the theater, I do absolutely recommend to visit to see their performances. And a part of this puppet theater is the clock tower. And I have a little question for you. How do you think how old this clock tower might be?
Depends what part of it.
Maybe 2,000 years.
Ooh. Well, actually, it was built in 2010, so it's really very new. It usually gives an impression that it must be very old because it looks like it's gonna fall apart maybe the day after. But it was designed this way for certain reasons. All of the artists of the theater, they all worked on the project of design of the clock tower, and they wanted to put here a lot of symbolism, you know. Artists, you know, they definitely wanted to put here a lot of symbolism, and so they said, okay, the clock tower must show us a time, right? The time of our life, they said, is never going only as a straight line. The time of our life is always bringing us into different places and situations, and you know, it always goes like this in a very asymmetrical way, and that's why they have decided, okay, let's design the clock tower in a symmetrical way, so like a zigzag maybe. And so they decided to put a little balcony on top of the clock tower, and once every hour a little angel opens the doors over there and rings the bell, so that's a symbol of the guardian angel or something like that.
So every hour that little angel comes out and rings the bell, and it was such a nice coincidence that we came exactly when it's that time. So you saw that really nice. The angel came out and rang the bell. Interesting.
One more detail, actually. This is a unique statue, the unique clock tower. That's the only clock tower on this planet which has the smallest clocks on the clock towers. But I'm not talking about that one. So, that's the only clock tower with such a tiny clocks, but of course it also has some message behind. Simply this way they wanted to tell us that actually not the size, design or the age of the clock tower itself is important. That's not important. The most important thing itself, what it shows us, the time. So no matter if it's big or small, old or new, it shows us the time, and that's the most important thing to think about. And I do really agree, definitely time is really important. That's why I really want to say thank you, because you have decided to spend some of your time with us. So thanks a lot.
The final stop was at the thermal baths in Georgia, where we got to see where people come to relax and enjoy life after a long and working hard day. And did you know this cool fact about these thermal towers is that they are medicinal, they are natural, and everybody who comes here has to leave their status behind, so everybody is equal as one.
The area of Abano Tubani. That's the place. Abano Tubani. Abano is the bath and Ubani is the district. So that's the district of the bath houses. You see those domes. Under each of those domes, there are pools. Small, medium-sized, very large pools, different sizes. The bath houses were always located over here because the water is here, but the architecture above it was changing time by time. Whatever you see at the moment basically belongs to the 16th, 17th centuries. The gates are open for everyone. There was just one rule for everyone for those people which were entering the bathhouses centuries back. They've been all asked to leave just one thing outside the doors. What do you think? What they had to leave outside the doors?
Their clothes.
Clothes, weapon. Yeah. Well, yeah, good answers.
Money?
Money. Yeah, maybe. Maybe, why not? Yeah, maybe. Who knows? But actually, according to traditions, we say that everybody who was entering the bathhouses, they had to leave outside the doors their status, the status. You can take anyone with you, you can take whatever you want with you, but don't take your status with you. That's according to history, we know that all of these bathhouses were the places where the kings and the locals, merchants and the tradesmen, I don't know, adventurers, everybody who was visiting Tbilisi were relaxing a little bit in the end of the busy day, exactly over here, side by side. And that is also very interesting, as well as the bath. This was not really a place only for the shower, you know, it was a place of communication. There is a whole different world over there, you know, in every country which has a traditions of bath, terms. It's always a very multifunctional place.
We finished off this amazing tour with a taste of one of the most popular foods in Georgia called khinkali. It was a bit difficult to learn how to eat it, but it is definitely one of the most delicious meals I have ever had in my life. And once you get the hang of it, you actually get to enjoy this beautiful, beautiful meal. I will actually be doing a full video on the foods in Georgia, so keep it locked, but this is the first one. It's called khinkali. My first day couldn't have been any better here in Georgia, and I'm so excited for the rest of the upcoming days. It's really gonna be one great, amazing trip. If you like the video, like it, give it a share, comment below on your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new, and share it to your friends also so they can also get to enjoy and see this Georgian beauty. Kish, my world, top of the morning.
This is the statue. Well, this is not the original. Of course, the original one is like this size in the museum. So this is just like a replica. Shows this object was discovered recently in an archaeological site dated back to the 3rd, 4th millennium BCE, and so depicting the man holding a horn in his hands for drinking the wine. Well, you will notice in many souvenir shops such a kind of things for drinking the wine, and it also has a tradition. There's a tradition. There are rules how we should drink the wine from this. You see, it doesn't look like a glass. You cannot put it on table, right? Once you are holding such a thing, we call it anzi, and there is a wine inside. Of course, you should drink it until the last drip. Otherwise, if you put it on table and the wine will pour down, it will be so not really nice, of course. So. If you will be offered to drink the wine from a huge ranzi, don't do so. Usually there are small sizes that can contain about 1 glass only, so but drink it until the last drip. Then, when you finish, turn it upside down and demonstrate that you know how to do it. There is nothing inside, so and then you can put it on the table if it will not will not leave the spots on the table. That will be professional. You can make a very proud face.